This is Vale, a 3,000-acre wheat and sheep farm on the banks of the Moore River in Western Australia. Having only had the farm for over the past 4 years, and due to a number of factors, drought, sheep price crash, failing to get seed and fertiliser because the crop failed, last year we had sold a tractor to put a crop in, sold some more sheep to get the header down and pay for fertiliser for our grand plans for this coming year, that would be 2026. And we're gearing up to have a promising first harvest that would have provided us our oat and barley seed, my very first crop. In early December, things were looking up. We had just gotten our header down, and in just 3 days we would be harvesting. But that harvest never happened. December 14th. On the same horrendous night that the country was shocked by the Bondi massacre attacks, we were fighting something of our own. A fire that I like to call the Mission Fires. A fire that started from a lightning strike on Sunday night, but ended up burning over 7,000 hectares, including Vale, 80% of it. All of our pastures, all of our crops out the west end, and our fences gone. If it weren't for the brave actions of the firefighters, we probably would have lost our 2 cows, our sheep, and our home as well. But this isn't the end of the story. This is just the start. As many of you know, after the fires, we had to send our sheep off on adjustment while we got the boundary fence fixed. But we didn't fix the boundary fence alone. For 2.5 weeks following Easter, we had the assistance of the WA division of BlazeAid, an organisation dedicated to helping people on the land recover from fire, flood and cyclones. We were no exception. We put out the call and we got a small army of volunteers who came out and helped achieve what would have taken us 2 months in 2.5 weeks. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the TJM Farming Rebuilding the Boundary Fence Special. Part 2. Concreting the strainer posts. Welcome to Sunday. Today we are doing more strainer post work. Dad's on the shovel at the moment. He managed to get the cement mixer going and it's behaving itself for the moment. Where we're standing right now is a part of the farm that you guys don't get to see often because we don't go here often. Behind there is the patch of ground we call no use, because it's no use at all. There's all that scrub land crap and it's all got rocks and shit that's all over the place. That doesn't make it suitable for cropping at all. Like if we went to try and plough it, it would break the plough. But we are here today because we've got an important job to cement the strainer holes so that when BlazeAid come back again tomorrow and Tuesday and potentially after that, the role of these strainer posts is to, well, strain the wire for the fences and the star pickets, which will be running along this way eventually. Sue, have you got any comments about this operation? Thank you. And we've got our camera girl Chloe, who's not on the camera at the moment, attempting to push the wheelbarrow.
It's pretty heavy.
Would you like to take over camera duty and I can do it for you?
Yes.
Okay. This is our new method of doing the cement on our farm, using this lightweight plastic wheelbarrow so the cement mixer doesn't have to leave the trailer, and just dumping it in the hole like that.
shovel person, which in this instance is Dad at the moment, will come along, mix it all in, and make sure it's nice and smooth, so that this drainer hole will be nice and cemented when it's dry. It's funny to think that today we're doing fencing work recovering from a disaster, when this time 5 years ago we were also recovering from a disaster of a different nature. Cyclone Saroja. Yep. This time 5 years ago we were setting up camp in the shearing shed. How far we have come, I'll say that much. And we are done with the wheelbarrow, so back onto the trailer it goes. Technical difficulties, the Land Cruiser is having trouble getting up the sand. Won't go into 4 low. Yeah, it's jackknifed. Off. That's not good. It's alright, we've got the loader. Run down the hill, do this post. Do you have any comments? You gonna dig? No, not in that hole. By the time you'll see this video, Bindi Sue will be 4 years old. She is turning 4 on Wednesday. You'll probably see this on Thursday or Thursday next week. Again, I'm not sure yet. It depends on how this fencing goes, because I can only really edit videos either late at night or when we finish doing a big job. Turn around. You started? Yes! Yeah, that's full. That is full. Okay, let's get over the wire. Try not to tip the bloody thing over. There. Chuck down hole. thing to do, wash it out. Lovely little pile like that. Right, so the Land Cruiser eventually fought its way up the hill. That is what Northwest is looking like now. Tiny bit of barley coming up. It's mostly that ryegrass coming back and a bit of couch grass and some blue lupins. But the type of ryegrass that's growing is the gutless kind, not the kind that grows merino, and potentially not the wool shedding breeds either. We don't know. This is Clark Road paddock. It's a little bit worse for wear. Probably could do with some re-sowing in some spots. Again, we've only had that 33 mil of rain right towards the start of April. We haven't had anything since. And we've got a couple of warmer days now, so if we don't get rain and soon, well, the weather forecasters are saying that next big rain we'll get a second week of May, which normally would be go time for seeding, but we may need to re-strategize what we're going to do this year. All right, good news. It's rapidly approaching 6 o'clock at night now. It's evening, as you can see, the sun's going down, and we're done. Concreting has finished. Anyway, we're gonna head home. We'll see you tomorrow. That's some real good progress. Here's a cool whip. Gets done in seconds what takes us bloody 10 minutes to do by hand. It was really good. Why's it been tied up like that? That looks pretty good. Here we are at Bindi Sue's favourite location on the farm, the sheep yards. And we've got a bit of damage. Yeah, so during the fire, believe it or not, it was higgledy-piggledy through here on what the fire chose to burn. It left this post intact, and it left that one, but, yes, that used to have a big strainer post there, and it's completely gone. Not great. It's really bizarre. It's like, it left the majority of the stuff in here alone. Like, I'm pretty sure the gates are still in the same sort of bloody vintage condition they were in when we last used them. Just the chains are a lot rustier than normal. That's a lot rustier than normal. That needs fixing. It's left our tailing cradle okay. Drenching race, that's okay. It's started growing some stuff up the draft. Yeah, this is all still pretty much intact. It's quite bizarre really, because you would have thought where the fire was burning down this hill, same time as the racetrack, you would have thought it would have burnt that post and those two over there, yet it didn't. It only burned the one, which is interesting. Again, while we've got these paddocks out the back here resting, I don't necessarily want to use the vintage yards again because they're a fucking nightmare. And you have to remember, we're working with merinos here, so on top of the regular merino behaviour, yeah, with yards that are in not great shape. Like seriously, I reckon the old sheep yards on Nilmara outside the shearing shed, in the same condition we left them 5 years ago, I reckon they'd still work better than this lot. And on top of that, the fence has fallen to bits up here as well. And we'll probably need to relay the wire all along this section here. If that's something we can do with BlazeAid while they're still here, that would be fantastic. However, it's not exactly guaranteed, because at the end of the day, these are volunteers and they do have to go home back to their regular lives at some point. Again, I can't stress this enough. They are miracle workers. These volunteers that come out to help farmers like us recover from fires, floods, cyclones, etc. on their own time, with no pay. Miracle workers, honestly. We couldn't do what we're doing without them. Trough watch. Let's see if there's any water in the trough down here yet. Oh, we've got water. Excellent. I'll need to tell Dad. After we're... Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, there's something I didn't notice. Again, I can't stress this enough. The fire has been really interesting with what exactly it's decided to burn. Like this one random post here, compared to all of the others. Again, this is the station wire fence that I've been wanting to get rid of for years and replace it with a proper star picket fence that is a little bit more durable when it comes to fires. It's because of posts like that. Nothing wrong with using wood for posts. That's great for if you're in a non-fire zone area. But we are in a high fire zone, which means every 2 years, give or take, we end up with fires. Yeah, see, another one. Do you know what? We may need to redo that fence next. Hello and welcome to Thursday. Today we are, well, BlazeAid are pretty much finished on the boundary fence, I think. We're just going up along where they've done the new section. They would have just started on this about 2 days ago, last time I was out and about. Up along to that strainer there. And in behind all that sandy country. And that's it. Is it all done?
Only that entrance on the old stuff.
Oh, okay. Just that to tie up. Okay.
Down by the mission.
And the one down by the mission. Right, so I think we can call the boundary fence pretty much completed. Right, so we've reached the end of our time with BlazeAid coming to help us rebuild our boundary fence. But as I stated earlier, it wouldn't be a proper video without thanking the workforce that have been hard at work for the past 2.5 weeks, or it wouldn't go amiss without thanking the people who have been the labour force behind rebuilding the boundary fence, and we couldn't get it done without them. So we've got Maggie from BlazeAid here.
Hi.
She's been helping to organise like all the volunteers and stuff and cooking the meals and all that with the little satellite camp they've had while they've been doing the boundary fence. We're going to support those who support us, and Maggie and the team at BlazeAid have supported us dramatically over the past 2.5 weeks. So we're going to let Maggie have a little bit of a word, like the background of BlazeAid and how they've helped other farmers over the past couple of years, and how you, my dear viewers, can help them out to continue what they're doing and not be afraid to ask for help. And this goes especially to my fellow farmers who may be watching my videos in times of bushfire, flood, cyclone, etc.
Hi
Hi, I'm Maggie. Like Noah just said, I've been doing the admin and cooking for our little camp that's been first at Warradaji and now at Magumba. BlazeAid started in 2009 when Kevin and Rhonda Butler had their fences burnt by the Black Saturday bushfires, and they thought, how on earth are we going to get our fences built? They put an advert in their local paper and had 25 volunteers turn up and help them rebuild their fences. They decided to pay it forward and ended up doing a camp for 6 months. They had volunteers from all around the world and they helped 400 farmers. That was 17 years ago. Now volunteers have pulled down over 20,000 k's of fences and put up about the same amount. There's been 40,000 plus volunteers helping and probably put about $500 million worth of money back into the rural recovery economy. So if you are affected by fire, flood, cyclone, please contact BlazeAid via their website. There's a phone number there that you can ask for help or ask your shire. Most of the shires have a local recovery officer that can help. So that get in contact with them and then BlazeAid will get in contact with you about setting up a camp. Like Noah said, asking for help is probably one of the hardest things to do. But there's volunteers from all over the world, retirees, backpackers, willing to come and help put up your fences, and we can put up a good fence. So hopefully we don't see you, but if you need help, please call out. See ya.
Thank you, Maggie.
Thanks a lot, Noah. Thanks for having us on the property.
No worries. Thank you so much, and send my regards to all the other volunteers as well.
Will do. Cheers.
Just like that, their work here is done. Work for BlazeAid may be finished here, but their work will continue. As Maggie was telling me, they're evaluating whether to go up to Carnarvon because they need help recovering fences from Cyclone Narelle earlier on this year. On that note, it's time to end. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me over the past couple of weeks. I know uploads have been very erratic, but now that the boundary fence has been finished with the help of BlazeAid, we've got our foot in the door now, and we are on track to hopefully getting this farm back up to full steam. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and we'll catch you later. Happy farming, people.